Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Laugh at Parkinson's. Please put your hands together, wildly, for the Burner Band.
No 2-minute warning.
Eating into our times, that curtain. Thanks for coming out, everybody. I'll give you 30 days to get back home. I done called up a gypsy woman on the telephone. Sent out a worldwide hoodoo, got a bit of everything that'll suit you. See that you be back home in 30 days. 30 days, 30 days. Yeah, I can see that you be back home in 30 days. I'm sent out a worldwide hoodoo, got a bit of everything that'll suit you. See that you be back home in 30 days. Well, if I don't get no satisfaction from that judge, I'll take it to the FBI about my drugs. If I don't get no consolation, Lord, I'm gonna take it to the United Nations. See that you be back home in 30 days. 30 days, oh 30 days. Babe, I'm see that you be back home in 30 days. I'm sending out a job to get you, that'll be everything that'll send you. See that you be back home in 30 days. Private early this morning, and told me to the sheriff's office to sign a warrant. I'm gonna send out a child again, yeah, that'll be the very thing that'll send you. See that you'll be back home in 30 days. 30 days, oh 30 days. Yeah, I'll see that you'll be back home in 30 days. If I don't get no consolation, Lord, I won't take it to the United Nations. See that you'll be back home in 30 days. See that you be back home in 30 days. Woo! Thank you. This one's for Jeremy. Hey, good looking. What you got cooking? Cooking something up for me. I said, hey, sweet baby, don't you think maybe we could find us a brand new recipe? I got a hot raw boiled and a $2 bill, and I know a spot right over the hill. There's soda pop and the dancing street. If you want to have fun, come along with me. Hey, hey, good looking. What you got cooking? How's about cooking something up for me? When I'm free and I'm ready, so we can go steady. How's about keeping all your time for me? Well, no more looking. I know I've been looking. How's about keeping steady company? I'm gonna throw my date book over the fence. Find me 1, 4, 5 or 10 cents. Keep it till it's covered with page. 'Cause I'm writing your name down on every page. Hey, hey, good looking. What you got cooking? How's about cooking something up for me? I said, how's about cooking something up for me? I said, how's about cooking something up for me? Thank you kindly. Thanks everybody. I know it's early in the evening, but feel free to dance. But don't dance to this song, it's just not safe. It's too fast. This is a coal mining song called Coal Tattoo, and it was written about when you get a wallop of coal on your body and it tears the skin and the coal dust gets in and you get a free tattoo.
Is that what they call it? A unit of coal, a wallop?
Yeah, it's called a wallop of coal. Yeah. You not know that? This is Coal Tattoo. Driving on down that coal town road, listen to my rubber-tires whine. It's goodbye to Buckeye and White Sycamore, I'm leaving you behind. Well, I've been a coal miner all my life, laying down the tracks in the hole, and I pack like iron, but bent by the wind. Blood veins blue as the gold, blood veins blue as the gold. Someone said that's a strange tattoo you have on the side of your head. I said that's the strange mark left by the coal, a little bit more and I'd be dead. But I love the rumble and I love the dark, I love the cool of the sled, and it's on down this coal road looking for a job, driving, looking ahead, driving and looking ahead. For the union, I walked in the line, I fought against the company. I stood for the UNW of A. Who's gonna stand for me? I ain't got a house and I've got no pay, just got a worried soul, and the strange tattoo on the side of my head, left by the number 9 gold, left by the number 9 gold. When I'm dead and gone to heaven, the land of my dreams, I won't have to worry about losing my job, hard times and big mistakes. I ain't gonna spend my money away on bills and hospital plans. No, I'm gonna go where the blue heavens roll, sing with the angel band, sing with the angel band. Thank you very much. We released an album last year and it's right there. And this is a song that we wrote that's on it. And I hope there's no children watching because it's horrible. Not if you're watching, the lyrics are not very nice. The song's called You, the Devil and Me, but it's all fiction. You broke my heart, dear, was the day you drowned. I can't bear to be apart, dear, so I keep you hanging around. This way you could go on living for all eternity. I gotta share you though with the man below. It's just you, the devil, and me. I could have saved your life, dear, but I left it a little too late. Instead, I keep you right here in your resting place. We never fight or squabble. We live peacefully. Now we're doing okay. I like it better this way. It's just you, the devil, and me. Never frown, you're always looking fine, dear. In your wedding gown, we never fight or squabble. We live peacefully, now we're doing okay. I like it better this way. It's just you, the devil, and me. Thank you. Cheers. Thank you very much. We've been reliably informed that you've brought your air trumpets with you tonight. No, not that, not rude. Have you brought your air trumpets? Raise a hand, a sort of enforced fun hand. Right, good. Right, thanks so much. We are going to leave you with this one. We are the Burner Band. There is normally more of us. But when Jeremy heard the rest of the band, he said, well, to be honest, there's only two of you that really know what you're doing. I said, that's fine. I said, that's fine, me and Ian will do it. And he went, I didn't mean you to. Oh. Sorry. Yeah, so, yeah, we're the Burner Band. Thanks very much for listening. Do join in with the air trumpet. That was the wrong one of them. Burning thing, it bakes a fiery ring, bound by wild desire. I fell into a ring of fire. I fell into a burning ring of fire. I went down, 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 and the flames went high. And it burns, burns, burns. That ring of fire, that ring of fire. Air trumpets. I fell into a burning ring of fire. I went down, 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 and the flames went higher. And it burns, burns, burns. That ring of fire, that ring of fire. And the taste of love is sweet when hearts like ours beat. I fell for you like a child, and oh, the flames went wild. I fell into a burning ring of fire. I went down, 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 and the flames went high. And it burns, burns, burns. That ring of fire, that ring of fire. You know what to do. Thank you very much. Thank you. Enjoy the rest of your night. Cheers.
Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for the Burner Band!
Yes.
Yes, you're loud.
Oh, I am loud.
That's good. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Laugh at Parkinson's. We are failed local radio hosts and amateur jogging enthusiasts, Larry and Paul. Hello. How are you?
Hi.
Hi.
I didn't. I've always wanted to do this. Oh. I didn't get a chance to warm up beforehand, hence the lunge.
Oh, right, that was excellent.
Yeah.
Good lunging.
It's been busy.
Excellent. How are you doing? You all right? You ready for a night? Because let me tell you, tonight is batshit. Well, we've got all sorts of acts coming up for you tonight. It's going to be great.
What have we got? Mick Artistik's on later on. Who's seen Mick Artistik live in the flesh before? Yeah. Who hasn't seen Mick Artistik live in the flesh before?
You're in for a treat.
Good.
We have a new band called Auction. What's that?
No, that's the auction.
Oh, right.
That's the auction.
An auction.
Yeah, we've got an
That's
auction.
nice. Sorry that.
Hey, Paul, I've been meaning to ask,
Yeah.
how's your wife?
You didn't actually say my wife's name, so I can't.
You're not married, so we
No,
can't do the
it's
joke.
fine. The joke doesn't work.
Can you hear us all right?
That was an Oscars reference.
That was, yeah.
I need to be louder. I did,
Paul.
don't I? I thought I need to be louder. I'm projecting. This is 3 years of acting training, guys. Bretton Hall, 2002, 2005.
Why are we here tonight?
Why? Why are we here tonight?
No, seriously, why are we here
Why
tonight?
are we here tonight? Are you going to tell them?
Oh, it's on here, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yes. We need to say a big thank you early on, and I think we need an early round of applause for Pete and Jeremy, who've put on tonight. A big round of applause, please.
Heroes.
And I'm assured that we're here tonight to have a good old laugh at Parkinson's.
Yes, and to spread COVID. Sorry, I didn't know. It's not a super spreader event. Don't mention that.
It looked better written down.
Yeah.
Bit of housekeeping tonight. The fire escapes are. I don't know where the fire is. I think there's one there.
Yeah.
And there's one over there
Follow
behind
the
that
lights.
massive curtain.
There's a fire run.
We take this job really seriously.
Yeah, I know.
We don't know where the toilets are either.
No, they're out there somewhere.
That's good.
Yeah.
But we are live streaming tonight. Ooh.
Yeah. Ooh, we're going live across the information super high road to literally ones of people. Hi. How you doing up there? You right?
If you turn sort of in that direction, you can sort of you see a bit of a white light. If you turn your heads there, if you've got flexible enough necks, and wave at that camera there,
Yeah, they'll see you.
then both Larry and Paul fans will see you
Yeah, yeah. Big in Japan.
on the live stream.
Big in Japan. They're all watching.
Right, we have to move on really quickly
because
because
we need to keep this tight. We're the glue that
so
holds
much.
everything together, apparently, but we're failing our jobs.
Yeah. We need to move on quickly. And please welcome our first comedian of the night. He is excellent. We speak from experience. His name is Tom Taylor. Please give him a huge round of applause.
Yeah. Thanks, guys. Yeah, Tom Taylor's here. Hey, guys. All right. There we go. It's good. I'll come to you. It's good to be here. You know, things are going well for me at the moment. I'm in Leeds tonight. I've just come from doing some work in Holland and Barrett. I work there full time, and then on the evenings I'm a stand-up comedian, and it's going well. You know, it's going well. Lovely to be on this lineup. You know, it's a phenomenal show. You know, so many of the acts that you're seeing tonight, they've like recorded stuff for TV, radio, film, albums. Last week at British Gas recorded one of my calls for training purposes. So you know, I'm right up there with the big boys. And recently I was described as one to watch by the Metropolitan Police. I was just left collecting traffic cones. But let's begin. Hit the music. Chest, chest, chest and chest, chest and chest, 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 chest and chest, chest and chest, and chest and chest, and chest and chest. Chest, chest, chest and chest, chest and chest. Oh, tough crowd. Thank you, a little late. That, of course, not an original. That was a cover. A cover of Head, Shoulders, Knees and Toes, sung by a T-Rex. They've only got little arms, haven't they? So it's all in the chest. We're off. Let's go, Peloton. That was the first proper joke. And yes, we might have time for one more. So we're halfway. So before I go, I thought I would leave you with another cover. I've never really understood music, but when I walked past the music shop window and saw this saxophone, I was like, I got to get that. But I've reliably been informed that it is a piano. I've known that for some weeks now, and it's been an absolute godsend during lockdown. You know, really have enjoyed having a little tinkle on the old piano, although it does make the keys slippy. But this one is another cover. I'll just play a little bit more until it comes through the PA. There we go. Welcome back. This one is another cover. Beep, beep. 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 This vehicle is reversing to deliver your groceries. So that was one of Van Morrison's. All right, yes, you're right away. It's 2 claps, so that was deserved. Sorry I had to beep out all the swearing, but it wasn't an articulated lorry. So just slipped in another joke there, just to test the waters, and the waters are shallow, but enough to drown in. You do a lot of driving. Do a lot of driving in this job. I always drive at exactly the speed limit, which can be very dangerous in heavy traffic. With enough revs and determination, any restaurant is a drive-through. Bella Italia to go. If you hold a pasta shell next to your ear, you can hear a pan of boiling water. But do a lot of driving. My last car actually had cruise control, which I managed to use once before it sank. If you come across a fork in the road, you have run over a picnic. But nonsense. Yeah, do enjoy travelling. Like coming to Leeds. Looking forward to sort of travelling further afield as well. You know, I remember family holidays as a kid. I remember my dad, who was a history teacher. Actually, my dad. Hitler spent 3 months in a bunker. Just how bad at golf was he? Pretty bad. Nobody talks about his golf. But I remember my dad used to have this big map of the world on the notice board in the kitchen, and he would throw a dart at the map, and wherever the dart landed, that's where we would go on our family holiday that year, which is a really lovely idea. Rubbish darts player for 5 years went on holiday to the sink, and I must say the weather not as nice as the oven, but I don't want to give you the wrong idea about my childhood going on sort of bourgeois all-inclusive family holidays to the oven. You know, my childhood wasn't like that at all. You know, I was actually raised by a single father and a single mother working together in a marriage. I was lucky enough to have 2 parents that I know of. Doesn't make sense. Lucky enough to have 2 parents, non-identical. My dad was actually a foster parent, whereas my mum always preferred Carlsberg. You're right. That was the second joke. So yeah, it is downhill from here. But I don't live with my parents anymore. I live with my girlfriend now, which is going well. Yeah, I know it's going well because she sometimes asks me questions, and sometimes they're quite important ones as well. The other day, The other day she asked me whether I would take a bullet for her. She was like, would you take a bullet for me, Tom? And I don't know where she's from, but she was like, would you take a bullet for me, Tom? And obviously, I said yes, but the security staff in Ann Summers were very vigilant, so I had to give it back. It was naughty, that one. Possibly the wrong vibe for this room, but created a bit of buzz with the guy over there, interestingly enough. But she wants to get a dog. Wants to get a dog at the moment, does Sophie, my other half. Going on about it all the time. You know, very needy. Very needy about getting a dog. I think she's so needy because she's the youngest of 3, and my other 2 girlfriends are both older. So I guess they've had more time to acquire pets. You know, because I'll never forget the advice my grandfather gave me, which was give a man a dog and he will be happy for a day, and teach a man to dog. I forget what he said after that. Car smelt weird. There are thousands of signs in Braille all over the world, but not one for do not touch. But, yeah, amazing guy. Well, I visit my gran every week as well, which is nice. You know, it's nice to see her because my gran is old now, really old, which is worrying. I know she's sort of losing it a bit mentally, and when she looks at me, she's still convinced I'm 6 years old, which is kind of sweet, but I wish we had separate bath times. But I take her to church. I take her to church every Sunday. That's sort of my role as a dutiful grandson. And I've really enjoyed it. You know, I've really enjoyed going back to church. I hadn't been for ages. You know, I was raised C of E, very rarely went Church of Egypt, very inconvenient. But I've really enjoyed going back with my gran. You know, I love the sense of community, and I love the hymns. You know, the hymns are bangers. You know? Shine, Jesus, shine. Fill this land with the Father's glory. Blaze, Spirit, blaze. Set our hearts on fire. Love it. I mean, once you feel the Spirit, you've got to move. I mean, 200 of you did not want to, but even with Johnny Cash as a warm-up, but I did my best. I did my best. You know, love it. Love the hymns. The hymns gave us the Christmas carols, very much the best album by the hymns. But I'm not such a fan. Some of these are jokes, by the way. Not such a fan. If you didn't like that bit, just strap in. Not such a fan of the songs. So hymns, classics, played on the organ. The songs are where the vicar brings out a semi-acoustic guitar and a tambourine and is momentarily possessed by the devil. And they'll sing like very twee poems in an overly earnest style. Sort of, when the Lord shuts a door, he opens a window, which is just basic bathroom etiquette from the Lord. He makes a considerate housemate. And, you know, they all sound like that, you know. They all sound like they've been sung by Mumford & Son and the Holy Ghost. 2 sets of footprints in the sand, mine and Jesus. Then there was 1 set of footprints in the sand. Jesus has been swallowed by quicksand. Swallowed by quicksand. He can walk on water, but he struggles on sand. Quicksand. Judas Iscariot, won't you lend him a hand? Quicksand. No, okay. No, I'm with you guys. I'm with you guys. If I'm honest, if I'm totally honest about it, mainly go to church and for the red wine sandwiches. Oh boy, I love the red wine sandwiches. I haven't found anyone else that does them. The bread, of course, I mean the red wine sandwich, is the body of Christ, and when you look at the size and shape of those communion wafers, I mean, there's only one possible body part, you know, that could like be a cross-section, you know, like a cross-section of thinly sliced willy of Christ at Holy Communion, willy of Christ. Tasty. So not everyone goes for the Willie of Christ routine, especially at 8 p.m. But you've got to remember, you can't give offence. You can only take offence, which is how I lost my job at the garden centre. Hello, Whimsy, my old friend. But had a lot of different jobs. Had a lot of different jobs before this, which is stand-up comedy. Just for clarification. Sometimes people get this far, they're not so sure. To help you out, if you can imagine a piece of paper with a Venn diagram on it, and there's one circle labeled music, and an overlapping circle labeled comedy, then my act is on another piece of paper, going, I just want to be a triangle. But people often say it's very brave. People often say it's very brave doing stand-up comedy. I don't think it's particularly brave. It's only brave if you're doing badly. If you're doing well, it's the easiest thing in the world. And they'll say, well, we think you're very brave. But I was doing some gigs in Glasgow last week. Very, very rowdy gig, much like tonight. And there was a large hen group in, and one of the hens actually threw some underwear at me whilst I was on stage. And that really made an impact, because it was a snooker ball in a sock. I was very brave. But I think we will get a dog. Because I don't like arguing that much, and I love her and whatnot. This morning we were in bed together, and she rolled over to me, Sophie, and she whispered into my ear, "I had a really sexy dream last night." I was like, "Ooh, was I in it?" "Oh yeah, you were in it. Your part was played by Idris Elba." So, Idris Elba. What do you like about me again? I thought I would continue with a love song, actually, about the first time me and my girlfriend met. I'm so glad you've come, sir. The moment our lips met and we started kissing, my heart, it started beating 1,000 miles per hour. I didn't know, no, I didn't know that you'd been eating peanuts. Beep, 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 beep. Sad, that one. But so I do have to watch what I eat, otherwise I miss my mouth with the fork. But need to find the receipt for that one. But I've been dieting recently, trying to sort of shed some of the lockdown timber, and been doing all of the dieting tricks as well. You might be aware of this one. Before I weigh myself, I have a poo, and now my bathroom scales are covered in poo. So that has not helped at all. In or out, same weight. So I always used to struggle with my weight, especially at school. And it's tough at school. It's very tough knowing, sort of finding your place and fitting in. And I would say I never really found my place until I was cast as the role of Puck in my school's ice hockey team. So I went to school in Canada, apparently. A lot of people hear my accent and assume that I went to a single-sex school, which, it couldn't be further from the truth. I went to a no-sex school, and then a no-sex university, and for 5 years, a no-sex branch of Holland and Barrett. So really did make my bed, and then couldn't find anyone to lie in it with me. Isn't it embarrassing when you say mum, but it's not your mum? It's a primary school teacher, and it's parents' evening, and you're 32. True story. So what makes it worse? Don't even have kids. Shouldn't have been there. But I went to a new school. I went to a new school. I was age 6, and I remember the teacher went around the class and asked everyone in the class what they wanted to be when they grew up, and all the boys in the class gave really manly answers. I want to be like a fireman or a stuntman or a policeman. Man. It was just all really manly. And genuinely, age 6, I wanted nothing more in the world than to be a ladybird. That's just all I wanted to be. I just loved ladybirds and reading. So when the teacher came around to me and we'll try and fit in with a new class, I said, when I grew up, I want to be a lady boy. I was asked to stay behind. When I was 6 or 7 years old, I had hiccups. So because he was a caring man, my father, he came up with a plan to cure my hiccups. My father's plan to cure my hiccups was to surprise me. He said, your sister's your real mum. Whoa. Stressful. Really stressful. Wouldn't even tell me whether it was my younger or older sister. Still don't know. So there we go. We've come to the end of our contractually agreed time with one another. Yes, you were dubious at the start, weren't you? But we grew. We grew into something. Even that said, I suppose all that's left to do now is just to observe a 1 minute silence for all the jokes I lost during the course of my set. But thank you very much for coming out, for supporting such a good cause. You've been absolutely lovely audience. I've been Tom Taylor. That's Hey Tom Taylor on Instagram, which is Taylor, which is an unusual spelling of Tom. And then Taylor as it sounds. But I hope this isn't sort of taking the mick too much for a charity event. But if you have enjoyed my stuff as well, I've got some DVDs with me, which I'll just be selling on one of these tables during the interval. And I've got Pirates of the Caribbean, Inception, and Flubber. As I say, if you've enjoyed my stuff, you're going to love the film Flubber. But enjoy the rest of the night. Have an absolutely lovely rest of your week. See you again. Thanks. Bye-bye.
Ladies and gentlemen, Tom Taylor.
Yes. Tom Taylor. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we did promise you a crazy lineup with music, tick, comedy, tick.
Done.
Done. And now it's the time for some dance. Good reaction there.
That was weird. Exotic dance, I'm told.
Exotic dance.
In a university in 2022. Watch them running. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for Dancers Bazaar.
I think I might need to go cue the music. Sorry, guys. Talk amongst yourselves. Don't worry. This is meant to happen. This is great. Yeah, absolutely fine. I've got a microphone, though. Oh, God's sake. Sorry, ladies. Let's start again.
Ladies and gentlemen, Dancers Bazaar. Wowzers.
Put your hands together.
Wows.
Look at me.
Oh, yes.
Coming through
Later.
The audience. Coming through the audience like ants
Please.
and/or deck. Oh, God. Oh, hello. There's a traffic jam.
Paul, I think I found that medication.
What?
Oh, nothing. I just thought I was seeing things.
Oh, God.
Dancers Bazaar will be back later on.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, God, I'm on the wrong side of you. Sorry.
Yeah, you have to keep the rule
Once again,
going.
we're for Laugh at Parkinson's, a fantastic night of comedy, of dance, of us, and of you in support of Parkinson's UK. Put your hands together. We have the auction coming up as well before the interval as well.
Yes, an auction on the way very soon, so you need to prepare yourself to raise a hand and say, yep, me.
Get your checkbooks out.
25 grand.
Who remembers checkbooks?
I haven't checked what the prizes are yet. That might be underselling them.
Yeah.
We don't know yet. Stage is a bit messy though on account of
Those dancers.
the dancers. Is there a cleaner, someone who could sort this out
Lots of, like, ticket
a
tape
bit
around
just
here.
for us?
Is there a
Would
cleaner
that-
in the house? What? You're not on a break. You're paid by the listen. You're paid by the university to clear the fucking stage up. All right, so do it. Sorry, this is really unprofessional. I'm so sorry. Could you? Some music.
Probably.
Who knows? There you go. Who knows? Absolutely. The cleaner needs music, apparently. Oh.
Yeah, if you wouldn't mind, we'll make some room.
Yeah. Should we make some room for him? Sorry. All right. Just hurry up.
Here somewhere as well. Hang on.
Right.
Wanted to rescue. I don't want it to get lost in the wings.
No, absolutely not. Right.
Oh God,
Thanks
sorry.
for that, yeah. Right, ladies and gentlemen, now has come. Well, the interval is in a few seconds. You can go out to the bar and have a lovely pint of Guinness. Other beers are available.
And think about what you've just seen.
Yeah. Hopefully, you're not scarred as well watching on the interwebs. Hopefully, they blurred certain bits for you.
Paul, they've shut the stream down.
Good. Right. Okay. So now we've got the auction. Now we've got to do the auction.
We got the auction. Who's ready for an auction?
Who's ready for the auction? Huh?
Yeah.
Hey. Who knows how this is going to
Hey?
work?
We know how it's going to work.
Yeah, we do. Do you want to think what,
I have a lot one for you. You can do your auctioneer's voice. I have a lot one, which is the Leeds-based musician Kyle Horn will write and record a song with you, any genre and any subject matter.
Wow, right?
I don't feel like people joined in with that.
I don't feel I joined in either, Larry. Oh,
That's the noise that follows an intake
How
of
did
breath.
Brucey do it? How did Brucey do it? Right.
So we're going to start this lot. Bear in mind, all proceeds tonight go to Parkinson's UK. We're going to start this lot at 50 quid. Who'll put their hand up for 50 quid?
Song about anything. Could be, I've got an anniversary coming up, got a birthday coming up, sign and raise your hand nice and high if you want a 50 quid. Come on, 50 quid, come on. Do it at 50 pounds.
Yes, thank you, sir. Well done.
Sir,
Beautiful
50
work.
55 pounds, 55 pounds. 55 pounds, 55 pounds, 55 pounds, 55 pounds.
Who remembers Terry Tibbs from Face Jacker?
No, 50 pounds. Talk to me. 55 pounds, 55 pounds.
£55, anyone? £55. Yes, up the back, sir. Well done. £55.
60 pounds, 60 pounds, 60 pounds, 60 pounds.
Were you scratching your nose then, or was that a... Was that a...
Danger.
Oh, he's shaking his head, which is a yes in auctioneer speak.
Is that 60 pounds? Is that 60 pounds?
I think we're still at £55.
55 pounds. If you just fill it with noise, that's just what they do. You can't bid at home.
£60? £60? £60? £60? Anyone for £60?
I think we're looking at it.
It's for charity. You're a lovely lot. It gone for 55 quid.
55 pounds.
£55. Oh, no, there's a 60.
no,
Stop. Hold the phone. Was there a 60 over there? I can't see anything, so someone's going to have to shout something.
We're blinded.
60 down
60
here.
pound,
That's
£60
okay.
pound, come on,
£60. £60.
You can make it about anything, the song. You can make it about anything.
You can make it about chips.
Chips. Song about chips. 65 pounds. 65 pounds. 65 pounds. What was that? Was that a noise? Was that an audible? Was that an audible yes? Or was that just the ghost? The ghost of...
Going once.
Going once.
Going twice.
Going twice.
And gone for £60 down here for Parkinson's UK. Very generous.
Is it rude to put him on the spot and ask him what he'd have the song written about?
What are you going to have your song written about, sir?
It's not contractually obliged.
Your daughter. Oh. No one expected that emotion.
Yeah. Start weeping.
Now, this is where the gentleman who took the first lot is going to regret putting his hand up, because the second lot's really great, and it is...
Not that the first one wasn't.
The first one was brilliant. The second one is 4 places in a Leeds Rhinos corporate box for the match against Salford City Devils on Sunday the 7th of August, KO, 3 p.m.
Knockout. This includes complimentary drinks before, during, and after the match, a hot buffet served in the box, complimentary program, and a visit from former Rhinos player.
And this prize has been donated by Don McGrath from IMA Home Marketing Agency. Thank you, Don.
Before we start things off, well done, Don. Yeah. Before we start things off, I just want you to know it's the day before my birthday, so if anyone wants to take me along, I hate rugby, so please don't invite me. Right.
You know all about the rugbies.
I know nothing about the rugby.
Big fan. So 4 places in the corporate box.
4.
This includes a meal and
booze.
Complimentary drinks, as much as you can drink. I don't know if that...
a hug from an ex-Rhinos player.
Imagine, a bear hug.
Yeah.
So tot all that up in your mind about what that's worth, probably about 3 or 4 thou.
And then triple it because it's for charity.
And we'll start you off at £100. Who's going to give us £100?
Come on, let's have a Parkinson.
Wonderful.
£100 down in front of the lady. You know what? Jump on £100.
110.
110. We have 110 here.
Do we see 110?
What? We have 110. We go at 110.
Do we see 110 up here, the lady at the back. 110, 120.
Nice and high if you get it, because this is really hard. Poor eyesight.
Was that movement?
I don't know. Was it?
She was stretching.
Right, fine. It's a fix. She works at Parkinson's UK. It's a fix. What are we going now? 120. 120.
Well, we're looking for 120 for 4 people in the corporate box of Hill. 120 down here. 130 up there, sir. 130 up the back. 140 down here.
140 down here. 140. 140.
Do we see 150?
150. Do we see 150 here?
It's a meal for 4 people and drinks.
We have 150 up there.
150 up the back.
Well, thank you much.
160. 160 down here.
Oh, we got someone else. 160.
We got 160 down here.
We've got a bidding war on our hands. 160.
Do we see 170? Because we're not really clear who's winning at the moment, to be honest. So we do need to get to 170. 170 is down here. 170.
Do we have any further? 170. 170.
180 up the back. 180 up the back, is it? 180 up the back. That's beautiful work. Do we get 190? Come on, we can get this to 200.
Tickets, complimentary drinks before, during, after match, a hot buffet served in the box, complimentary program, and a visit from a former.
Over here, 190 over here.
190. We have 9 down.
Where?
Here.
Oh,
sorry, it's really not very well lit up. We should probably come down here for this, Larry. Don't worry on the cocking stage. This is much better. Why do we do this?
Look at you mixing with the people.
And they're putting now you put the lights up. Cheers. What are we on? I've lost count. $3,000, was it?
We're at 190 down there. 190.
190 down. Do we have 200?
200 up the back.
200 at the back.
210.
210.
210 down the front here, Paul.
210. We have 220, madam. 220. Go 220. She's going 220. Absolute 220. This is quite slippery. 230 at the back. 230.
Do we see 230?
Do we see 230?
230 down the front here. I feel like this is where the battle is.
It is 230 or 240 now.
I'm going to lunge here. Do we see 240 down here? 240 over here.
240 over there. Oh, God. 250 anyone? 250 over this side. Anyone 250? She's going 250.
250.
Oh, 250 bad.
260 down here.
260, madam. No, she's not going 260. Is there anyone because I'm this gentleman down here? 260. Do we hit 270? Do we hit 270? Do we hit 270?
270. You don't have to outbid yourself, sir. You're all right.
£270. 280 for the one in the blue in the back. 280.
280 in the blue in the back. Do we see 290?
290. Can we see 290? Come on,
it's still a meal for 4 people and drinks.
No, not.
And Paul will moonwalk.
I can't moonwalk.
Exactly.
That's like James Brown. Come on.
290. 290 down here. Thank you.
Do we have £300? Can I have £300 from someone in the audience? £300, 4 tickets, VIP box, a hot buffet.
Well, corporate box, don't say VIP.
Sorry.
You'll be treated like an ordinary person in a corporate context.
Right, fine. That's it. Exactly. Yeah. Manage expectations. £300. £300.
Will anyone give us
£300?
300 down here. Wow.
Back in the game.
310. Are you feeling it? 310 down here, straight in, not mucking around.
310. Are you going to go 320, man? She's going 320. I want to be an auctioneer. This is great.
Do we see 330? 330 down here.
Oh, come on.
Definite.
Oh, she's going 330.
Three.
She's going 330. Through mild coercion. Are you allowed to do that as an auctioneer?
What did she go for? 340 then?
330, wasn't it? 330.
330.
Yeah.
Do we see 340? Buy now 400. It's big talk.
400
Big talk.
pounds.
Any raise on 400?
Oh my
Going
God,
once.
Wait a minute. Anyone?
Going
410.
twice.
Anyone 410? 500.
That's
thought I'd ask.
Are we doing it?
Going once.
Sold for £400 to the gentleman. Stand up, sir. Take a bow. You stand up. Take a bow for the streamers. They'll want to see it. Look
There
at
he
him.
is.
What a lovely man.
£400. Well, to be honest, Larry, that was much more high octane than I thought it was going to be. That was much more high octane. I could see myself being an auctioneer.
I'm going to ask a question with a one-word answer of the organisers of this event, which will determine whether or not we go straight to interval.
Okay.
Jet 2? No is the answer. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for a break.
Right. That's it. It was down to the wire, but the answer's no from Jet 2. Boycott
Think
those
about that
flights.
when you're booking your holidays.
Boycott them. Bastards. Always like Ryanair. Always like Ryanair.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is time for a break. Please do go and get a drink and come back for more live music and comedy and dance.
Bye.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Laugh at Parkinson's. Please welcome to the stage, put your hands together and go crazy for Mestisa!
El cuerpo del campesino que persigue trabajando. Ya la tarde se oscurece, sí. El sol ya se va ocultando. Al cielo cae la lluvia, todo el campo va regando. El cielo cae la lluvia, todo el campo va regando. El campesino regresa ya, eso, baña a descansar. El campesino regresa ya a su cabaña a descansar. El campesino regresa ya a su cabaña a descansar. El campesino regresa ya a su cabaña a descansar. Esto sobre su espalda, sí, con su rayo va quemando el cuerpo del campesino que persigue trabajando. Ya la tarde se oscurece, ¡ay! El sol ya se va ocultando. El cielo cae la lluvia, todo el campo va regando. El cielo cae la lluvia, todo el campo va regando. El campesino regresa ya a su cabaña a descansar. El campesino regresa ya a su cabaña a descansar. El campesino regresa ya a su cabaña a descansar. El campesino regresa ya a su cabaña a descansar. Thank you very much. Muchas gracias.
Since this is laughing at Parkinson, we found a few funny songs. This next one is about a young man who visits his girlfriend with his little candle.
Yes.
Apparently he's in trouble and can't find the candle holder, stumbling around
Yes.
in the dark.
As you do. So you already have a little warm up with your hands. So this is a tonada, it's a Chilean tonada. So the clapping goes like this. Yeah? So you'll hear me when I start clapping, you can clap.
Okay.
You can do this. You can do it. Esta noche pone la diuca empezaba a cantar. El joven de la palmatoria la vela no podía sacar. El joven de la palmatoria la vela no podía sacar. Dando vuelta por la pieza, la palmatoria buscaba. Dando vueltas por la pieza, la palmatoria buscaba. Volteando sillas y mesas con la velita agarrada. Volteando sillas y mesas con la velita agarrada. Ahora, son las 2 y a las 4 del reloj, ya la diuca empezaba a cantar. Son las 2 y a las 4 del reloj, ya la diuca empezaba a cantar. El joven de la palmatoria la vela no podía sacar. El joven de la palmatoria la vela no podía sacar. Se estrelló con un pilar, se dijo estoy en la gloria. Se estrelló con un pilar, se dijo estoy en la gloria. Aquí pongo yo la vela, no importa la palmatoria. Aquí pongo yo la vela, no importa la palmatoria. La última, son las 2 de las 4 del reloj, ya la diuca empezaba a cantar. Son las 2 de las 4 del reloj, ya la diuca empezaba a cantar. El joven de la palmatoria la vela no podía sacar. El joven de la palmatoria la vela no podía sacar. So at the end he found where to put the candle. So all good.
I thought he imagined it after he hit his head. But anyway.
Oh, maybe.
Now, since you've done the clapping, now we're coming to the more difficult part where you have to do some singing. With the very difficult Latin American chorus going.
Yeah.
La, 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 la. La, 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 la. Lots of Germans in Latin America.
As
They
you
tend to
can
look
tell.
like me and my dad. So this song is called the Woolly Hat Song. It's not from Yorkshire, it's from Chile.
It's from the south of Chile. There is a lot of potatoes in
and
there.
a lot of sheep.
Yeah, a lot
And,
of sheep.
of course, this woman, she knitted a hat for her husband, but it let in the rain.
It's not very good.
So she obviously doesn't love him. And then she lets the fleeces float down the river because he told her to wash them.
No good
No,
wife.
she's not a proper Yorkshire woman. I mean, not a proper. So he's off with his accordion and his jug to get a new girl. La 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 la.
Muchas gracias. Okay, we got one more song for you.
We have our last song, where you have to do some more singing, and it's a little bit more complicated in the choral. This one is taka 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 ta, taka 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 ta, taka 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 ta.
This is from the motherland, Spain. Yeah. This is a rumba. So, as Barbara says, it's very complicated. Taka, 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 taka. You'll never get it out of your head. You can dance if you want.
Taka taka ta.
Taka, taka, ta. Taka, taka, ta. Taka, 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 ta. Taka, 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 ta. Taka, 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 ta. Pa, 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 pa. Taka, 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 ta. Taka, 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 ta. Taka, 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 ta. Bum, cata, bum, 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 como nos gusta el verano. Bum, cata, bum, 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 para levantarnos temprano. Ir a la playa al sol para bañarnos tranquilos. Y si no vamos solos, vamos con todos los amigos.
Me gusta más ver a la gente contenta y ver a las vientecitas sentaditas en su puerta.
Taca, 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 ta. Taca, 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 ta. Taca, 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 ta. Pa, 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 pa. Taca, 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 ta. Taca, 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 ta. Taca, 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 ta. Bum, cata, bum, bum, bum. Por fin ya viene el buen tiempo. Ojalá. Bum, cata, bum, bum, bum. Y se quitó el frío viento. Todos ya cantaremos y también bailaremos. Y todos estaremos ya siempre, siempre contentos. Taca, 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 ta. Sigue. Taca, 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 ta. Taca, 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 ta. Pa, 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 pa. Taca, 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 ta. Taca, 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 ta. Taca, 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 ta. Taca, taca, ta. This is the easy part. Taca, taca, ta. Come on, sigue. Taca, taca, ta. 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 Taca, 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 ta. Taca, 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 ta. Taca, 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 ta. Pa, 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 pa. Taca, 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 ta. Taca, 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 ta. Taca, 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 ta. Taca, 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 ta. Taca, 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 ta. Taca, 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 ta. Pa, 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 pa. Taca, 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 ta. Taca, 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 ta. Taca, 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 ta.
Thank you very much. We
Thank
were
you.
Mestisa.
Enjoy the rest of your night.
Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for Mestisa! Yes!
Wonderful.
Oh, yeah. Oh, hello. Oh, God. Someone's been shot. That'd be fun, wouldn't it? Like a murder mystery. Bye! Hot on the curtain work there.
Oh.
It just gets funnier. Hi, welcome back to Laugh at Parkinson's. Hopefully you had a lovely interval. We probably should have said it was 20 minutes long, but that was a basic piece of housekeeping
Yeah,
we
that would
totally
be-
forgot.
That'll be professionalism. That's not why we're here.
That's not why we've been hired. Do you know what? I think what happened was we got so carried away with the pre-interval auction that it just left us. I want to do another auction.
Do you?
Yeah.
What could we give? Give away that scarf?
Yeah. What? I could give away a shoe. I don't know.
Scarf's better.
All right, fine. I'm not auctioning my scarf, Larry. It's new.
Okay.
No. Oh, come on.
Ladies and gentlemen, he's not auctioning his scarf because it's Jeffrey West, not because it's new.
I took the label off.
It's actually George at Asda. Fred West, yeah.
Keep
Wow.
my wife's name out your...
Any excuse. He was really gunning to get that joke in here, but he messed it up at the start. Absolutely messed it up at the start. Right, what have we got to talk about now?
Well, what I wanted to do is ask everybody to say a big thank you, because we are streaming this event as well, and some lovely people who are watching online are also donating to Parkinson's UK, and they can see us through that camera up there. So in a moment we'll turn around and give them a round of applause, because Brams, Andy, Joanne, Mark, Denise, they've all donated very recently to Parkinson's UK via the live
Round of
stream,
applause.
so thank you.
Thanks, guys. Mwah. 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 I don't even know if I log into a camera.
Wrong camera, yeah.
Wrong camera.
You're just
Who
kissing
knows?
Jeremy up there.
I know.
There's not
Sorry,
even a camera
Jeremy. Later. Right.
Was that a bit of Sean Connery?
It was
that
a bit of Sean Connery, absolutely,
slipped
absolutely.
in?
Yeah.
Disgusting.
Right. Okay. The show must move on. I know, listen, we'd love to stay up here chatting absolute shit, but we've been on here for too long. Now, we're going to announce the second coming of the wonderful dance band.
Yeah, and we know what you're all thinking. That dance troupe from the first act with the really weird costumes. Can we get some more of that? Yes, we can. Here is Dancers Bazaar.
The hands together.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the stage, all the way from London, Dalston Town, the incorrigible, incredible, incredulous, unbelievable, Mr. Chancery Blaine and the Get Your Club.
Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Dancers Bazaar!
Wowzers.
Oh, yeah. Oh.
Oh.
Oh. Oh, God. Oh, God.
I'm joining the troupe.
Are you?
Yeah.
I could do dancing.
They'll never notice me.
Taka-taka-ta. Not with my scarf. Are you having fun? Did someone say no? I heard a no down here. Very rude.
That's disgraceful.
Absolutely. And that's not on.
Just as I was looking at the online donations that are flopping in on the live stream.
Thanks, guys.
We did have a message from John on the live stream who says, nothing says midlife crisis more than a silk paisley scarf.
That's really... No, don't. That's really... Tonight's a night of positivity, and that's really... Go fuck yourself, John. But he did donate 20 quid, so I don't take that back, to be honest.
That's fair enough.
So, it's charity. I'm not meant to swear. Sorry.
I don't think that's the rule.
Isn't it? Okay, fine, fuck it. Right, we're like halfway through the second half now. We had a couple of acts to come.
Are you having fun?
I asked them at the start. You don't need to keep on asking them, Larry. I did that bit.
You do it every time.
You having fun?
Bit less for you.
Yeah.
Make Artistik still to come. And now, please welcome our latest comedian to the stage. Put your hands together. You're looking for a mic stand, aren't you?
Yeah, they're both over here for some reason.
Please welcome to the stage, David Eagle.
There you go. Hello, everyone. I was told I was on at 22:46. I'm early. Excellent. I'm assuming I'm still going to do 20 minutes and not 42, but we'll see how we go. Sorry, it's very unprofessional of me to say, they told me I was going to be on 12 minutes later than I am. But anyway, now I've made you all feel at ease. I should start with a little disclaimer. I'm a blind comedian, so brace yourself for dark humour. Thank you very much. Maybe it is 22:46 and my watch just isn't working. Who knows? But that's Braille for you. Anyway, are you ready to rock? Yeah. I thought you might be. That's why I brought the accordion. Look at this. If I had gone on at 22:46, they could have tightened the microphone stand and everything, couldn't they? Unbelievable. This is what 12 minutes of admin gets you. Right, okay, let's crack on. Oh, wake up, Rover, it's time to die. Look up into the darkening sky. You've been my pet for many fun years, but now I've got a task that'll cause you tears. Your days of warmth and security are through, because I've got another use for you. I'm afraid it's not quite as nice. You're gonna be a pet sacrifice, because I'm killing my dog. I'm killing my dog. I'm killing my dog for Satan. I'm killing my dog. I'm killing my dog. I'm killing my dog for Satan. Join in if you know it, by the way. As I say, I'm a great believer in easing the audience in gently. This is my 9:30 set. If I was on at 2:45, it would have been a very different set. Very time-sensitive I am on my material. We've had you since you were a puppy, and boy, how you've grown. But now it's time to leave the safety of your family home. Put down that chew toy. Leave go of that bone. There's no one you can call. There's no one you can phone. And even if you could call someone, they wouldn't get here in time. Anyway, who would you call? K999? You've always been thank you. You've always been such a friendly, faithful chihuahua. But now I'm offering up your soul for the devil to devour, because I'm killing my dog. I'm killing my dog. I'm killing my dog for Satan. I'm killing my dog. I'm killing my dog. I'm killing my dog for middle AIDS. Oh, well, we could make it middle 32. We've got time. Well, you get the idea. Oh, Robert, you silly old chump, as you give my leg one farewell hump. For old time's sake, I'll give your belly a rub, pat you on the head, then feed you to Beelzebub. I'm sorry, Rover, I just don't have a choice. I heard satanic messages in your doggy voice, so I know that you're evil. I know that you're cursed, because I recorded you barking, and I played it in reverse. I gave him my dog. I gave him my dog. I gave him my dog for Satan. I gave him my dog. I gave him my dog. I gave him my dog. Ah, all together now, killing my dog. Oh, very good over here. Very good over here. Descant over here. I know the problem is it's not quite my register. If it had been a little higher, it would have been better. I think we can leave it there. You get the idea. There you go. Ah, thank you. There we are. Oh, we are. Excellent. So I mentioned that I was blind at the start of the gig. Still am, by the way. Don't worry, we'll keep you updated if anything changes. Well, no, I feel like I need to mention that I'm blind because I've learned from experience that if I don't, then if I start a gig and I don't mention that I'm blind, people in the audience get a bit restless. They start whispering to each other, trying to work out what's going on. They think that I can't hear them, but obviously being blind, I've got the super hearing ability of a bat. Which actually comes in quite handy because I bloody love killing moths. Thank you. Yes, caused a bit of discussion over here. But we all developed hobbies over lockdown, didn't we? Some people banana bread, other people moth baiting. Different strokes for different folks. That's one of my hobbies. Couldn't really do that in lockdown, obviously. In fairness, I'm just trying to wean myself off the dogs. So someone suggested I go cold turkey. I thought I'd never tried refrigerating one to death, but thanks for the tip. Anyway. So with the blindness, I've learned it's best to just address the elephant in the room, which if you're blind, you do by sense of smell, by the way. It is true what they say about blind people having an increased sense of smell and hearing. I get asked this on a daily basis if being blind means that my sense of smell and hearing is increased. At least I think that's what they're saying. It is true, I had COVID a couple of weeks ago. I'm glad I'm up here doing the show now and not a couple of weeks ago, actually, because I also did lose my sense of taste. So I'm probably over here doing lots of racist, homophobic stuff. Now, I had COVID a couple of weeks ago, and I did lose my sense of smell quite a bit, but it didn't affect me too much. I just lost the ability to smell nuance and whimsy. Other than that, I was absolutely fine. I shall prove tonight what an amazing sense of smell I've got, because I think some people are doubting me here, so it's just a... We've got someone with Parkinson's in tonight. I don't... I'll take the cricket applause. Thank you very much. Excellent. But also I've learnt, though, if I don't mention the blindness at all during a gig, people will take it upon themselves to Google to find out. And I know this because I get told the most popular searches that bring people to my website. David Eagle refund, that's one. David Eagle timekeeping courses, that's another. No, the most popular searches in Google for my name are David Eagle blind, David Eagle disability, and my personal favourite, what's wrong with David Eagle? Which, in fairness, might have nothing to do with the blindness, you know. It could be my therapist just resorting to Google in sheer exhausted desperation. Incidentally, if you do Google what's wrong with David Eagle, you'll find a lengthy article on the RSPCA website. And I've learned, though, because the other comedians, when you start out in comedy, the more experienced comedians will say, well, first rule is always make sure your introductions are concise and you don't go on about the fact that you thought you were meant to be gigging 10 minutes before the fact. That's the first rule. The second rule is talk about what you know, what you've got direct experience of, hence the opening song. So I thought, fair enough. I can either talk about what it's like not being able to see, or I could talk about being black. No idea why you're laughing. I'll Google it tonight. But I actually think that being blind is pretty good for comedy. Sorry, I'm not trying to advertise it to you as a lifestyle choice. I do sound like I've come out here on a recruitment drive, don't I? I don't want anyone waking up in the morning, getting caught up in the comedic chutzpah and going, oh, bloody hell, I've blinded myself. It's that bastard comedian. Hang on, where's my dog? I don't want that. But I think that being blind is pretty good for comedy, because when you're blind, the ordinary, everyday stuff that you just take for granted, they just turned into these weird, crazy dramas. I'm just talking about the simple, everyday stuff, like every single time I get into the car and drive. Oh. I mean, the drink doesn't help. In fairness, I was just testing my eyes. Yeah. If it's good enough for Dominic Cummings, it's good enough for me. I was very fortunate because I really missed doing the gigs over lockdown when we weren't able to go out. I missed the gigging and I missed the travelling as well. I did do some of the online gigs, but it wasn't the same. The first online gig that I did, you couldn't hear or see the audience. Now, obviously, being a blind comedian, I'm used to doing comedy and not being able to see an audience, but performing comedy to complete silence. Yes, I have done that. It's almost perfectly exemplified there. I felt you put in a bit of the groundwork for that joke. Didn't it feel a lot more rewarding? Well done, well done. No, I have performed a complete silence before, many a time. Not because I'm rubbish, it's just I've got quite a few fans who are Buddhist monks. Yeah, they take a vow of silence and then they come to my comedy to test their resolve. I don't know why. The Buddhist monks came to one of my gigs once. Now they just keep coming back. It's a reincarnation joke. It's a bit of a mediocre one, to be honest. A bit of a mediocre one. Not helped by me stuttering as well, to be honest. That's the kind of joke that needs all the help that you can get it. Stuttering really didn't help. But anyway. I came on 15 minutes early. I didn't have time to do me aggressive vocal warm-ups, you know. Anyway, so there I would be. Sort of doing this gig, and the organizer, he realised it was going to be weird for the comedians not to be able to hear or see anyone. So he encouraged the audience to put positive messages in the chat window. Didn't at all help. It just went to be halfway through doing the joke, and someone would write, ha, 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 which just came across as sarcastic. Especially for me who can't see the screen. It's all relayed to me by a screen reader, which is a monotonal voice in my computer, by the way. I don't have my own butler. But, you know, so there I would be halfway through doing a joke, and I'd be interrupted by ha, 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 ha. Actually sounded a bit like those gigs I do for the Buddhist monks. It sounded a bit of a chant, you know. Ha, 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 ha. It sounded like Stephen Hawking singing the Bee Gees. I don't know if you've heard that album before. Jive Hawking. Thank you. One hand clap. Thank you very much, my friend. Now, two, don't patronise me now. No, don't pat you. No. Excellent. No, but I missed the gigging and I missed the travelling around as well. I used to travel all over the world and doing this. Not necessarily just doing comedy, because what I mainly do for a living is I'm a folk singer. Thank you. That's normally met by ambivalent silence, but it's the height of exotic here tonight. Excellent. I wish I could remember the gig I'm playing in Leeds in April, but never mind. You can look it up on the website. Just Google What's Wrong with David Eagle. No, but I'm glad that you're laughing tonight, because being more used to being on stage in a folk singing capacity, if you didn't laugh, then out of nerves and spite, I just launch into a 20-verse folk ballad about war, murder and incest. Yeah. If you've not been to a folk club before, it can be like that. It's bearded men and women singing lengthy songs about war, murder and incest. Going to a folk club can be like listening to Game of Thrones, the musical, with extra incest. I did a gig a couple of years ago, an afternoon festival gig, and the organiser afterwards, he pulled me aside. I mean, I prefer money, but if you can't afford it, you know. He pulls me aside and he says, I'm not happy with you, David. I said, why? He said, you came on 15 minutes early for a start. I said, why? He says, I asked you to keep it family friendly. I said, I did. He said, he did loads of jokes about incest. I said, there's nothing more family friendly than incest. Anyway, I was on the way back from a gig recently, and I was in the taxi on the way back, and there was, the radio was on, and there was this woman singing about how she wanted a bad boy. And it got me thinking, what is a bad boy? Well, I've done a little bit of research. Firstly, I can tell you what a bad boy isn't. It's not a blind folk singer. I know. I mean, I come from Hartlepool as well. The main streets are Hartlepool, but still, no, it's not. I can tell you what a bad boy is, though. I've done a little bit of research, so I shall sing all about it in this little song, this ditty. That's what all the bad boys call their songs, ditties. And I shall accompany it on the bad boy's instrument of choice. The accordion, yes. There we are, right. Booyah, booyah! Brap, brap! Now, I know there's a bit of discussion that's caused there, and I understand some people are a bit confused. They don't realise that brap, brap, it's a street talk, it's an urban salutation. Some of you are thinking, brap? Why is he randomly referring to the British Association of Pharmaceutical Physicians? I'm not, but a special brap to anybody out there from the British Association of Pharmaceutical Physicians in tonight. I hope you're having a good time. I mean, you should be. You've got access to the right drugs. Anyway. Yeah, I'm a bad boy. I don't play by the rules. Girls don't want no goody two-shoes. I say naughty words like bloody and bugger. I drink too much wine. I eat too much sugar because I don't give a damn about a balanced diet. I'm not going to grill it, going to bloody well fry it. I ain't shy. I ain't coy. I'm a bad boy. I'm a bad boy. a bad boy. I always cheat when I play Monopoly. I'm a bad boy, a bad boy. I never play board games by the rules properly. I'm a bad boy, a bad boy. I don't give a fig about the recycling. Yeah, you heard me, not a fig. I'm a bad boy. Sorry for anyone with a weak heart. A bad boy. I never wear a helmet when I go cycling. Yeah, 'cause I'm a bad boy. I don't put down the toilet seat if you mess with me. Now, I'll diss you in a tweet. My name's Reginald, but my homies call me Reggie. I'm always saying things that are a little bit edgy. I'm the kind of guy who'd give you a wedgie. I don't eat fruit. I don't like veggies. Well, actually, I quite like bok choy, but I'm a bad boy. I'm a bad boy. A bad boy. I'm always late returning books to the library. I'm a bad boy. A bad boy. I'm not the kind of guy you'd see in a priory unless I'm getting fresh with a nun. I'm a bad boy, a bad boy. I never tip when I go to a restaurant. I'm a bad boy, a bad boy. I'm the kind of guy all the girls can't help but want. Yeah, 'cause I'm a bad boy. I really clean my flat. My bedroom's a mess. What do you think about that? And if it smells, what the hell, I wouldn't use a breeze. I don't say thank you. I don't say please. I wouldn't say bless you if you did a sneeze. I don't give two hoots about the plight to the bees. I don't care if I upset or annoyed, 'cause I'm a bad boy. I'm a bad boy. A bad boy. I put my elbows on the table when I'm eating. I'm a bad boy. A bad boy. Even when I'm out, I'll keep on the central heating. I'm a bad boy. A bad boy. I always Google when I play the crossword. I'm a bad boy. A bad boy. If my dog does a poo, I won't pick up his turd, 'cause I'm a bad boy. Thank you very, very much indeed. I'm just making sure, because I'm really panicking now that after I did a whole thing about, it's okay, we're fine, not coming on at the right time, that I might then overstay my welcome. Well, many people might have already argued you have already done that. But anyway, I'm continuing. One of the last gigs that I did before we had to go into lockdown. I've been travelling all over the world. Oh, there's me timer. If only I'd have just waited for 30 seconds, we could have avoided that whole charade. Now, for any optimists in the audience, still got 4 minutes. Calm yourselves down. Calm yourselves down. You know, I went to Australia and before lockdown. And what I found is, in Britain, if people want to ask me about my blindness, they'll generally do it with a degree of sensitivity and politeness. Not in Australia. Got much more of a brash, no-nonsense attitude to life. Don't like pussyfooting. I tried it. I got a slap in the face from Verucas. But I shall give you an example of what I'm talking about here, because I don't want to just crudely stereotype an entire country without recourse. Crudely stereotyping. That's not me. That's the French. Oh, biggest laugh of the night for the xenophobia. Yes. Give me another 5 minutes. I know what they want now. So there I was in this pub in Australia. This man who I've never met before, he comes up to me, and his opening gambit is, "What the fuck's wrong with you, mate? You want drugs?" And I thought, well, he could have just Googled it like everyone else, couldn't he? For a start. But I thought, this is an interesting chat-up line. But I don't know, maybe that is a famous Australian pick-up line. You know, I've not consulted the famous Australian rule books on flirting. You know, the didgeridoos and don'ts. That's everything in seduction. How to have fun in the bush. 101 ways to get down under. You know, the classics. I said to him, are you referring to my eyes? Because sometimes my eyes will move around in their sockets, searching for the light. Praise the Lord. I said, are you referring to my eyes? I thought he's going to cotton on to the fact that I'm blind now, and he's going to adjust his brashness accordingly. But there's no chance of that. He just goes, yeah, of course I'm referring to your eyes, mate. They're wobbling around, up and down, side to side. What the fuck's going on with you, mate? I want drugs. Now, I thought, well, this is the thing. He's Australian, therefore, his default position is brashness and confidence. I'm British, so, of course, naturally, I feel awkward. for him on his behalf. And I thought, someone's got to be awkward in this situation. It's clearly not going to be him. I'll take one for the team. So I said, well, what it is, my friend, is I'm blind. And I said it as sensitively and as politely as possible, because I didn't want him to feel upset. And I waited. Maybe for the tears to well up in his eyes. You know, maybe for him to pull me into an embrace when he realises that his brash, confident Australian ways have just got him into trouble with his poor British blind sensitive soul. But there's no chance of that. He just goes, well, that's a fucking shame, mate, because I was looking for some drugs. See you later. And off he walks, which is a shame, because I had loads of drugs. It's me contacts at the British Association of Pharmaceutical Physicians. Anyway. Oh, this has been lovely. I am so sorry. I did come on sounding a bit cantankerous at the start, but I was stunned by the fact that it was just like, David Eagle! And I was like, oh, am I? But anyway, but it's been lovely. I've remembered what I wanted to talk to you about tonight because a lot of comedians, especially coming back after lockdown, they have been getting a bit worried about forgetting their jokes, and some of them will cheat. There's a bit of an aide-memoire. They'll write them on their hands, the jokes, but I read Braille. None of these jokes are funny enough to have them perforated into me, you know. You know. And to be honest, well, apart from the French one, eh? But, to be honest, I'm not going to forget the joke in a hurry, am I? Say, oh, what's the next one? Oh, yeah, the one that I severed an artery for. That's right. It never really gets much of a laugh either. Literally, all in vain. But the other thing with Braille as well is you can't rub it out, so I wouldn't be able to replace any of the jokes. Oh, hello. I've been heckled by walkie-talkie. You've gone over your time. Panic. I'll wrap it up in 22 seconds. Watch this, how professional this will be. But the other thing with Braille is you can't rub it out, so I wouldn't be able to add any more jokes, you know, so I'd have to keep, sort of replace them. I'd just have to keep adding more of them at different parts of my anatomy. You know, brailing on my arms, my legs, or my penis if it was a really long joke. No, that wasn't a joke, people. It's true what they say about us black guys. Yeah. Now, before I get walkie-talkied off, I just want to say, if you are interested, come and see me afterwards. I mean, I should warn you, if we do end up making love tonight, you will be in for a bumpy ride. Because my cock is covered in Braille, yeah. Now, I'll give you some lovely mental imagery to go away with there. I'll hand you back to repair the damage. Thank you very much, everyone.
Ladies and gentlemen, David Eagle. Thank you, David. I'm sure I had a co-host when we started this. Oh, here he is, look.
She's arrived.
Oh, sorry, you've just been cancelled.
You can still do camp. Camp's fine.
Is it?
It's absolutely fine.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're very close to the end of the show.
Yeah, I know.
With one more spectacular act for you. A spectacular act.
Well done.
With Mick Artistik on the way, very, very soon indeed. But there are a lot of thank yous to make tonight, and we would like to invite Pete to the stage if he is around somewhere, and Jeremy. Or Jeremy.
Pete and or Jeremy to the stage, please.
I mean, where Jeremy's not there.
They're here! There you go. Do you want the microphone?
You're going to have me? All right.
We'll hand over to you,
sir.
sir.
Stereo. Yeah, well, it's come to that point in the evening where you have to say thank you to people, but you know what? What's it like being at a live performance again? It's different, isn't it? Not the same as the telly. Look, whatever happens with the COVID thing, keep coming out to gigs. Yeah, you do that, great. Now, all night, these guys and those guys backstage and stuff, they've been laying down lots of lovely music and comedy and strangeness. And I'm not going to ask you whether you enjoyed yourself, because I know I was listening to the applause. If you're a performer, you listen to the applause because it tells you, you know, don't you? Yes. So I already know you love those guys. But I'm going to mention their names so that you remember them. And maybe if some of them you thought were really excellent, you go and find them and go and support them somewhere else as well. So what I'm going to do is, it's a long list. What I'm going to do is I'm going to whiz through it. And what I want you to do is applaud, and then applaud, and then applaud a bit more, till everybody feels they've got their worth. So in a few moments, we're going to have Mick and his ego trip with Johnny and Sam. Keep going. Mestisa, arriba, arriba, arriba. The Burner Band. Do you remember them? Right back at the beginning of the evening. Tom Taylor from Harrogate. That amazing Dave Eagle from Sheffield. Now, Mrs. No Overall. Remember that name? She's from Leeds. Now, also, keep that applause going. We've got Leeds University Union staff. Stephen, Dave, Chris, Lucy, Jack, they're at the back. Without them, no show. Keep that applause going. Tom, Paula and Syriac for seeing people to their seats and being big mates. Jackie from Parkinson's down over there. If you want to know about stuff, go see Jackie after the end of the show. Now, we haven't mentioned these two. Keep the applause going. Let them know. Let them know what you think of them. He really is blushing. Right. Very special mention now. I really wanted you to bring the house down now. Fiona, my wife, who's been backstage managing everything all evening. Big round of applause for Fiona, please. And then, for those of you, this has been live streamed onto the internet. There's going to be a little bit of movie made out of it, so we'll try and get in contact with you. And there's a guy called Chris, Ollie, at the back there. One more round of applause for them. And the biggest of applause of the evening for you guys for coming out, for supporting this cause. You've done a fantastic job. We've hit all our targets, even gone beyond what we thought we were going to. Give yourself a round of applause! Are you introducing Mick? Now, I'm not going to say thank you to Mick, because I know him. He gets all the attention. So I'm going to give it to him. You do it.
Thanks. My hands are bloodied stumps. Oh, yeah, we've got to thank Jeremy as well. Where's Jeremy? Jeremy, where are you?
Where's Jeremy?
Round of applause for Jeremy. There he is. Oh! Oh! That was impressive.
Yeah.
Do you want to say something?
Yeah. Can I just say something? Good evening, Leeds.
Say good evening, world.
Good evening, world. Thank you all so much for coming tonight. Look, it's was very, very kind of you. It's a great cause. And once again, just like to echo, it was a big thanks to Pete. He's been a big part of this tonight. And and also these guys as well, like who we actually met in the park. Like not dogging, by the way. It was just walking the dogs here. But these two guys have been fantastic. So thank you, Larry, and thank you, Paul. Thank you very much. Okay, so I think we're all going to jump off stage now, I think.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, God. Ladies and gentlemen, one more time. Put your hands together. Hard. Till it hurts. And go crazy. For the one. For the only. Make Artistik the Ego Trip!
Some drums. Some more drums. Bit more drums. Good night. God bless. Betting shop pens lying in the gutter. I've seen 15 today. They never bloody work. They're only good for shopping lists. 3 items or less. ... Edam. You can't do your CV with a betting shop pen. Betting shop pen. Small and blue. They're waiting for you. They probably come from Argos. The marker of the beast. They're not pens from heaven. They're betting shop pens. There's 1 million in England. Remember what I said? Don't pick them up. Don't take them home. Don't put them in a drawer. 'Cause they multiply. Betting shop pens. Betting shop pens. You'll never find a top to a betting shop pen. It's the end of the world. Thank you very much. It's not actually, it's just a Thursday night in Leeds, which is not like the end of the world at all, is it? No. If you come from Leeds, you can live with the end of the world in Leeds on a Thursday night, can't you?
Yeah.
It's all right for you accordion artists like Dave, who's last who could play the instruments. But it looks good. It's got a certain kind of viva, energy. So anyway. David Bowie was a funny man. He lived in space in a little tin can. Actually, he didn't. He lived in Stoke. But that was just one of his jokes. I miss him and I would have liked to kiss him and shake his hand. He was a funny man. Sometimes he'd sing in American, sometimes he'd sing in Cockney. Even though his dad were from Donny. How he managed to survive on an egg a day, I'll never understand. He was a funny man. At Christmas, he'd have a Malteser. There were fag burns all over his quilt. He was an anxious geezer. Probably never had a bag of chips in his life. except silicone chips, when he was doing his downloads and his sonic experiments with Robert Fripp. And when he were alive, England won the World Cup. Golden years. When he sacked the Spiders from Mars, he needed another backing band. So who did he turn to? Where did he go? He ran for the shadows, ran for the shadows, ran for the shadows. Sometimes the police were called because they thought he were a druggie. But he'd tell them a joke and then they'd go away. He was a funny man. I think he was sad about the floods when he was in New York. On Broadway, thinking about all his soggy relatives in Donny. And he remembers standing in the stands watching Donny against Man U, and he'd be chanting, wah, wah, wah. Wah, 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 Georgie Best wears a dress, so do I, fits like a glove, wah, wah, wah. Thank you. I feel a bit overdressed, actually. Just looking around, everybody's in like hoops and greys and subdued colours, and I feel like I've turned up at the wrong party, you know. But we'll manage, we're all right. A few drinks will get by, we'll get to know each other. I've got my Christmas socks on, look, I'm one of you. We can dance, we can twist, we can do the rumba. Sorry. Big bloody armchair in the street, lying on its side, you can see its casters. It's all done up in a velvety green. He finished off with a blondish tassel. It's a bit like fucking Bridget here. They're just going backwards and forwards, backwards and forwards. There's a man with tattoos just hairing up the stairs like he's some kind of Olympic athlete. Then there's people just sidling out there. They're going off to watch some bloody Netflix program, and I think we don't want anybody in a fluorescent orange vest. But we're here because we're here, because we're here, because we're here. Should I take a chance and get the van? I could be back in the next 5 minutes. It could be clean, it could be dodgy. A cat or an armadillo could have shat on it. The gang must have left it, or they couldn't fit it in. Look at that. These feet, these flying feet. These people that do Pilates 3 times a week. In a big bloody armchair. I like to sit back. In a big bloody armchair. Top of Bridget. Steady, just head on down. Just check out the shops. Fat face. Skinny face. White stuff's gone, isn't it? Sea salt. All these nice shops that my girlfriend goes in. EE's still there. EE. I'm just chugging along doing about 6-7 miles an hour, just taking in the sky. I'm 66. I'm in a big bloody armchair. I've nothing to fear now. Big. I've got a girlfriend. I've got myself a pension. I get £79.40 a week. The world's me oyster. And I start to pick up speed a little bit, and I'm just weaving in and out of the chuggers, in and out of the bloody whoever, you know. There's the Ed Sheeran lookalikes, singer-likes, there's Christians and there's Muslims, and I'm just weaving past. And I slip my hand down the side of the chair, have a rummage. Oh, my fingers are bleeding. I've just hit an old biscuit, an old digestive biscuit from 1999. I'm in a big bloody armchair. Yeah. Now just stay where you are. Don't start getting up and sort of shifting, you know, and giving it any of this stuff. It's Thursday night. We're sitting down. It's for a good cause. No wriggling. Just sit there and just lap it up. A big bloody armchair. I'm going to the Adelphi. I'm going to sit outside with the professionals. Sit in the sun and smell the gravy, the vegan gravy, and the falafel fluffles. Fluff. I'm in a big bloody armchair. It feels good. Thank you very much. Stay where you are. Hold it in. I've got a quick poem for you, quick poem. Here goes. Alas, poor Yorick, I knew him fucking well. Alas, poor Yorick, I knew him fucking well. Alas, poor Yorick, I knew him fucking well. Alas, poor Yorick. Plastic fox! Plastic fox at the top of the garden. Plastic fox curled up like a child. Pride of place into the water feature. Plastic fox has got a snail on its head. Plastic fox! Plastic feet and a plastic tail. Out in all weathers, wind or hail. Lying in the garden, covered in snow. There's a bit missing off of it. Plastic toe! and a pocket of straws. Butterflies flutter up and down the garden, the washing line's empty, except for some pegs. The lady of the house, she's having some lunch, small piece of toast and some scrambled eggs. Plastic fox. Plastic fox, it came out of a box. Plastic fox, it was a present from my son. Plastic fox, it went straight in the garden. Plastic fox, the grandkids love it. Plastic fox. Gnomes with fishing rods scattered down the garden. A blue and white windmill under the trees. The plastic fox is the centre of attention. Plastic fox with its plastic knees. Plastic fox. Plastic fox. Plastic fox. Plastic fox. Plastic fox. Fox. Plastic fox. Plastic. Plastic fox. 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 Plastic fox. Fox. Plastic fox, 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 plastic fox. Ow! 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 Let's go. A quick poem for you. Nobody knows that he lives in a wood. Nobody knows that he lives in a tree house. Nobody knows that he lives in a house. He likes wood. Very much. You know, what did that mean? What's that about? I forgot, and I think I didn't mean to be unclean. I didn't mean to be sweaty. I didn't mean to scratch my tit. I didn't mean to look at you askance. I didn't mean to walk like this. I didn't mean to go like that. And I'm stopping. I'll never go like that. When I'm in Leeds on a Thursday night, because I'm a military man with a feminine side. I like to look at myself in the mirror. I like Christmas socks in the middle of August. I like Christmas socks in the middle of July. I like tea. And I like coffee. And I like Ovaltine. And I don't like booze. Because I don't need booze. There's too much going on up here. I'm struggling. I've got mental health issues. I need money. I need some fucking donations. Never mind your Parkinson's. I want money for me. I'm struggling. I'm depressed. I'm fucking depressed. And all that's gonna fucking get me through is cash. So I'll start lobbing them notes. Start lobbing them cards. I want myself, I need to have a little blanket. I want a blanket of euros, a blanket of dollars, a blanket of pounds. You can do it, I know you can. Keyboard! I just found out I got 44 years to live. All my ambitions have all gone up in smoke. Life's turned out to be just a tragic joke. I just found out I got 44 years to live. I could have been anybody. I could have been a doctor. I could have been a philosopher. I could have been a sculptor. I had a book in me. I've got a book in me. I want a second opinion. I'm going to set turmeric. I'm going to run like these youthful. Look at these people running free Run wild, run free, young man, young lady. I've got 3 kids. I've been given a death sentence. 44 years to live. I had dreams, I had schemes. I could have been a contender. Could have been a mover. I could have been a lady. I could have been a baby. Oi, don't fucking join in. Oi. Yeah, I never got to read Catcher in the Rye. I never got to see that film with Orson Welles in that's about 3 hours long. It was made in 1940. There's so many things I've missed. I want to see Leeds at the top of the Premiership. Yeah. Doctor, give me something, give me some hope. I've got responsibilities. I've got a fucking gas bill to pay. So all you people, listen to me. Carry the torch. Stay free. Don't forget your mum's birthday. Send her a card. Works much better if it's a handmade card. Don't send her. Don't go to paper chase. Sit down and do a card for your mother. Do her a bouquet. Do her a hippo. Do her a Dodgem car with a number 6 on it. You know, she'd like that. She'd be so surprised. Your mother, she'll be so surprised. Because she looked after you when you were that high. And she gave you inspiration. She played the Dave Clark 5 for you. She told you how to spell Aldershot. You learned how to spell Aldershot at 7-year-old. You were the talk of Leeds. You were the talk of Leeds. Come on, 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 come on. Just sit where you are. Let me do the stuff. Just let me do the stuff. Just sit where you are, just relax. Let me do the stuff. Pocket of straws. A pocket of straws. A pocket of straws. Sam on bass. Listen to the man. Listen to the man. Look at him, he's fucking tall, isn't he? He's a big boy. Yeah, he needs feeding up. Needs feeding up. He's a vegan. He'll never know the delights of a cheesy pizza. A cheesy pizza. And over there on the guitar, Mr. Johnny Flockton on the guitar. And listen to me, listen to me, listen to me. And on my gravestone, it's going to read, Mick Artistik, 1955, 2099. Why, Lord? Why? Thank you very much. Yeah. It's a very short gig, and we're trying to cram it all in. We've got 5 minutes. My brother has got to see my mother because she's forgetful. She needs to go to bed, but she'll sit up till 6 unless he goes home and sorts her out and gives her a wash. My brother, with the glasses, who's just left, who's quite fit, He's on his own. He's got no girlfriends, no romantic interest at the moment. He's just got his mum and his brother. We look after each other, because that's how it goes in Leeds. When you're an Irish man in Leeds, you're lonely. You need a family. You need someone to hang on to, like a DJ on the radio, someone with a slight Dublin twang, somebody to get you through, like fucking, what's his name, that's Teddy Wogan. Ah, all right, dear, I will, I know. It's so easy doing this. Holding the microphone and smiling at people and looking askance. When we came, we were young. We had so much to learn. We were hungry, fired up, screaming to be heard. We carried bags, we carried amps, we struggled through the mud. Big Ben lost 6 pounds by Sunday. I want to go back and tread those fields again. We made it ours, Glastonbury. There were sights, there were sounds, there was magic and dust in the air, wind and the wild sky, the big blue, massive, expansive blue sky that went on like that. It was just 185 million thousand square inches. It was massive, blue, glorious blue, wonderful blue, and there were flags flying and children crying, and there were wellies stuck in the muck. We found our feet. We found our way. They made us welcome at Glastonbury. There's Palfy, a little American man with a stare, and he's talking into a banana, and he's got a woman's nightie on, and there's flowers on it, and he's got a Belfast nurse who's 6'3", walking beside him, escorting him round the fields. There's Liquido with his lobster claws and his mad Cockney rhymes, and there's Bramble FM playing Gary Glitter to 6 and 7-year-olds, and John the Painter painting George Michael upside down, and there's stars everywhere. You can smell them. You can smell Amy Winehouse's, and you can smell Pete Doherty's and people like that, you know, the people who have got glamping things, the people who've got metal caravan things, you know, people like Johnny Cash. They're all bloody dead, aren't they? But they're still stars, in a way. Elvis is around. You can smell Elvis round Glastonbury. They're all there. That magic, that indescribable stench of stardom. And then I'm a fanboy. I fucking love it. I love the stars. There's Damon Albarn standing over there with a glass of Coke. Lots of folk liked us. Lots of folk loved us. And lots of folk didn't know who the fuck we were. Mel and the Biggles band on the bandstand, they looked after us. The crowds grew bigger. Year after year, the crowds dwindled, actually. We found our feet. We found our way. They made us welcome at Glastonbury. Driving home on Sunday, the car was quiet. We were buzzing, shattered. We were smiling inside. We'd given everything, both barrels, 25 gigs in 4 days, and the fucking kitchen sink. We left it all on the fields of Pilton. I want to go back and tread those fields again. Our second home, Glastonbury. We all live in a big, massive tent. We all live in a big, massive tent. I want to go to Glastonbury. It seems to be a good place to be. It's full of blooming mavericks and artists and people like me and older men and women running round, and the children are back home with baby minders and chaperones, and these older men and women are running round like they're 16 and 17, frolicking and skipping and doing things that they used to do, and they're doing it that weekend. They're having fun that weekend. They're reading comics. They're chewing gum. They're going to watch Arcade Fire. Sad Arcade Fire. I'm not going to see Arcade Fire. No, I'm going to go see someone else. Not Arcade Fire. Because they're too small. They're too insignificant. They're only about 1/4 of a centimetre tall. There's all these people flocking about to see insects. We all live in a big, massive tent. We all live in a big, massive tent. Your hair is nice, your tan is all right, your smile is a delight, and your gold watch, it doesn't work. You need to go to the jeweller's and get it sorted. Go home and get on your laptop. Go to H. Samuels, they'll sort it out for you. Sort it out for you, yeah. I love your thumb, and I like his fingers. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. We are not going yet. We've still got another 40 minutes to go. You didn't know the doors are locked. Thank you very much. You got time to do one more? Yeah, we're going to do, listen, we'll do It's your more. Oh, here we go. No, let's forget it, we won't do it. Staying. Are you staying, lady? Are you staying? Thank you. Right, this song's all about a little leaf that got trapped behind the windscreen. We were going to go do a gig in London about 10 years ago, and we'd never been outside Leeds. We'd just done the Grove, and we'd just done the Abbey Inn, and then somebody offered us a gig in London, and it was like London is like where Dickens lived. London's a place that has cobbled streets and they're gold. London is a place where men walk in single file through doors. We went off to London to play our gig. I'm just going to count them as they're going out. Good night, God bless. Good night, God bless. Good night, God bless. I hope you get a little lint rabbit for Easter. I hope you get a lovely lint rabbit for Easter. We did this gig, we went down to London. We were booked to go down and we got in the car and we drove all the way down the motorway. And it was just massive, it went on for hours. We had a little flask of tea. We looked out at the tarmac. There was just loads of tarmac and little lines. There was some breakdown lorries. And we just kept driving and we were getting tired. And there's a little leaf trapped behind the windscreen wiper, just hanging on. This little leaf was hanging on. It was just a little leaf. It was scrawny. It was undernourished. It was tanned. It just needed a bit of Botox to give it a lift. We went down to London, got into London, and we did this gig to the London people, and they all left in droves. But we felt good. We felt like it was a Pilates class, an aerobics class, so people were moving. We got back in the car. We headed back to Leeds. We'd had money in our pocket. We'd seen some people from Chelsea. We smelt the dirty London air. We'd seen Glen Tilbrook. We got back to Leeds, and the little leaf was still with us. And it travelled there and back like a little kind of pilgrim, a tiny little pilgrim, a little old man scrotum. So I wrote this song. Before I start singing, I want to say thank you for all coming out tonight, and even for those who left as well. Thank you for those people running to get the bus. Thank you to Pete and Tim, and to Larry and Paul, and to all the other people who are out tonight, Dave Eagle and all the other people who I didn't get to see, because we're all little leaves blowing in the wind, except some are fucking stronger than others and more successful and sexy. More volume on the keyboard. Well, we carried the leaf all the way on the windscreen to London. And we carried the leaf all the way on the windscreen back to Leeds. We laughed at the thought that it might just make it to Leicester. But it lasted till London and it hung on to Leeds. Sweet leaf of the north, you go back and forth. A little brown star to guide us on our way, sweet leaf of the north. You go back and forth, a symbol of hope in a world that's cold and grey. Now there'll come a time when you take a tumble and leave us and fall to the tarmac below. You give us hope, 'cause you're a survivor. You'll always be with us wherever we go. Sweet leaf of the north, you go back and forth. A little brown star to guide us on our way. Sweet leaf of the north, you go back and forth. A symbol of hope in a world that's cold and grey. Hold on. Thank you so much for coming out tonight. Woo! Thank you so much for just sitting there and not running away and staying. Woo! I've got 2 more straws in my pocket. I've got another straw in my pocket. That's the last straw. That's the last straw. Oh yeah, that's the last straw. You're here because you're here because you're here. Because you're here. Thank you for coming. Thank you for coming. Thank you. I missed out the 4 there. I'm sorry. Good night. Safe home. Take it easy. Relax. You're 69. It's all over. Take it easy. You're 35, relax, you've got a shit job. Take it easy on a Thursday night. Take it easy, you got Saturday coming. Take it easy and just think about Sunday. Sunday Yorkshire pudding. You'll have Sunday Yorkshire pudding. And you'll have gravy. Match of the day. You'll have John Wayne on Channel 82. Talking pictures of a thing for me. I love watching, what's his name? Patrick Mower. Patrick Mower and all these other people. You don't know who Patrick Mower is, young man. He was a star. Back in the Department S, I think it was. There we go, get your bedtime sleep. Thank you so much for coming out tonight. God bless you. Let's all just keep going. Stick your hand in your pocket. Stick your hand in your pocket. Come on and stick it in your pocket and deliver. Deliver tonight. Yeah. Tonight is the last night of your life. So I think you better deliver. Stand and deliver. Stand and deliver. Come on, get up. Stand and deliver. Stand, no shimmy, no bloody shimmying about. No bloody shimmying. Thank you so much, Eric. I'm going to leave you now and say goodnight. Mickey Artistik's Ego Trip. We're playing at 7 Arts on the 16th of April in Chapel Allerton. And that last song was for Pearl. Woo. Thank you. There we are. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Mickey Artistik's Ego Trip.
Thank you.
Round of applause.
Thank you, everybody, so much for coming tonight and for helping to raise money for Parkinson's UK. Will you come back next year if we do it again?
Yeah, good.
Woo! Oh, you've been heckled. Tenner for his scarf. He's already had a 20 quid bid online. Thank you, everybody watching the live stream at home and for your donations as well. And we'll see you next time.
Take care, have a safe night. Good night. Woo!